Alright guys, we made it to Crestone, home of Michael Boone, 21st century beat poet. Believe that you know it. We're about to go to town, check it out, see some folks, and talk about some things. But yeah, we made it. That's him. We're going to talk with him a little later on today. Find out what's really happening. Alright guys, once again, we're in Crestone, Colorado. We are here with beat poet Michael Boone. 21st century beat. So, let me ask you first of all, Michael, what caused you to identify yourself with the beat movement?
Primarily a man named Jack Kerouac, and he forever transformed the landscape of the art form of writing as we know it, because he didn't want to take the time to change the typing paper. So he used rolls of paper, and sometimes he'd take separate pieces of paper together to make his own rolls, and he'd write on them for 3 weeks straight, 24/7, what have you, and you know, you can kind of see it as an outlook, a forerunner of hip-hop, sort of, you know, and spontaneous music, poetry, and whatnot.
A steadily evolving form of art.
Yeah, so you know, you're writing on a roll, so you don't have to take breaks, you have no interruptions, you have no punctuation. It's just you don't change the names. And I mean, what's going on with that, Jack? So really, you know, it's just a statement about keeping it real, you know, like flowing with life, you know, not trying to be something, but to just be what we be, you know, and to not try to see nothing, but just to, what is it that we see, you know? It's like free, you know,
Totally.
Without a fee.
Ha! So, is Jack one of the influences in your book, Glimpses of Secret City?
Well, at that point, I didn't really appreciate Jack as much, but I got some feedback from my book, and it's been a lot of fun sharing with the book. It's been a good art form, and connecting with people through my writing. So yeah, some people told me that my flow was a little like Kerouac's, and so I checked him out a little more to see what was there, and I got halfway through his book on the road, you know, about a road trip, and that was pretty good. And his writing is basically unreadable, but it's not the point, you know. It's not the point to just think you read something and then you think you know what it's about. It's just taking things from the flow to compose, you know, a symphonic harmonic orchestration, you know, and that's all it is, you know.
Yeah, Babylon, fall, don't know how to count. Yo, like a dog, they don't know how to mount. Gotta come back like the scout. Send shit out, going off planet, yo, give mom and dad a shout. I said we growing plants hysterically, not. Look around, see all the abundance we got. We got these corn seeds, they going in the ground. Got it up the Kiva on the serpent mound. Now we got the Pharaoh crying out loud. Money all the ways, yeah, to save like sustainable housing when my bro stop roll through. Yo, coming through, and you would too. You got kicked out on the street and laid out. You got played out, yo, by the system. made out and thought not, but took back the rights of man.
So, in my experience, poets generally have a message. And I'm wondering if there were a message you could say was behind or that inspired Glimpses of Secret City, would it be just the everyday man, or how would you express that?
Glimpses of Secret City is a post-war futuristic vision of humanity, and so, you know, to be a futurist is to answer the question, what does a post-war society look like? What are the activities? So for me, I just had to look around and see what the sustenance of the artist was. So the artist, always through time, the artist has been the one to say, hey, this is my time on the planet, hello, this is what I'm going to do with it, and hey, you know, let's do it, you know, and not looking back, having no doubts, getting it done, and being connected with the source from moment to moment, not trying to, you know, say like, you know, this is the message, but in that context, I think it's futuristic that, you know, the message to humanity is that mom is going to take care of her own. So what does that mean? That's the question, it's the answer, and that's the message.
That's great. So Michael, you've lived in Crestone for a long time, correct?
Oh yeah,
Well, how long have you lived here?
13 years, brother.
You know, I was thinking about Crestone today, and I was thinking about all the unique lifestyles here and all the good hearts and everything. And I'd like to just, you know, for the people who haven't been here, who, you know, don't know, could you tell us about the community of Crestone?
Oh yeah, the community of Crestone is made up of a diverse bunch from basically rugged individualists and artists and spiritual seekers, the Buddhists and the all sorts of different ashrams, different sorts of Buddhists, artists, poets, and musicians, and the kids got it going on.
They do. And Crestone seems like a community that's very focused on self-sustainability as well. Is that correct?
Yes, I'd say so.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, it's totally real though. But is this perhaps the city you allude to in Glimpses of Secret City?
Yeah, I talk about this community in a way that is a local approach, so that that represent that whatever situation we find ourselves in, we find ourselves in a secret city that is a co-creative experience.
That's kind of what I was looking for, and what you would describe Crestone as, and, you know, because it's the magic that you can't experience unless you actually experience it. And I think you do a great justice in your book, and I advise everyone who watches this to check it out, check out the excerpts, and buy it if you got the funds. You know, he's, you know, donated 10% of proceeds to FOUNT because he does believe in the self-sustainable housing initiative for the low-income families. And that's just such a noble gesture, you know. We're going to support each other because that's what needs to be happening today.
Yeah, buy a copy of Glimpses Secret City on Lulu.com and give 10% to FOUNT. And what does that stand for?
Fundamental Operations, Unifying Natural Truths.
Oh, right on, man. I like that.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, Babylon, FOUNT, don't know how to count. Yo, like a dog, they don't know how to mount. Gotta come back like the scout. Send shit out. Going off planet, yo, give mom and dad a shout. I said we growing plants hysterically, not. Look around, see all the abundance we got. We got these corn seeds, they going in the ground. Got enough to keep